What is up, Pokepeeps and Masters? It is Russ here, PokeRuss here, and we are back for another Dragon Ball Super CCG, thanks forever, profile, and another deck text. So, we're bringing you deck text all week long because, one, I was away at this event, the Dragon Ball Celebrations week, or event over the weekend, which is usually when I record my videos, and two, I wanted to bring you some great deck profiles that we took to the event and did pretty freaking well with. So, next we have Mike here. Mike piloted actually 2 different decks over the weekend, but he had way more success with this deck, so we're going to talk about it, and it puts a nice spin on a already competitive deck that he put his own spin to, and definitely, I think, might be for the better. I don't know, but we'll let you decide that. So here's Mike with his deck profile.
How's it going, guys? And this deck is set up for best of 1, because that's what they did it for the Gunslinger event, so some things might not make sense, but it's what we did it for. First of all, I run 5 of the regular Dragon Balls, just the 0-drop ones, the plain old jeans. Drop it, and you get to draw one. So that's that. And then...
He's running the Dende leader, the yellow one.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. The Dende leader. It's the one where you have to burst 2, and then you get to choose 2 Dragon Balls from your life or your deck. And then when you have 7, you flip over. And then it becomes Piccolo. And once per turn, you could draw a card. You could choose 1 yellow desire card in your hand with energy cost 2 or less and activate it. You can remove the 7 Dragon Balls and you can choose one of the yellow Namekian leader cards or battle cards, and it gains 10,000 for the duration of the turn.
So the third effect in this deck is pretty worthless, but the rest of it's super nice. The milling and stuff, I've already did a deck profile with this leader. This is definitely a way more competitive setup, but
yeah. Alright, and then for the other 2 Dragon Balls, I ran the 1-star ball, which is really good for just dropping your opponent's hand size. And for this card, with the whole Frieza engine, you'll understand why this is like awesome, because this lets you draw 1 card and then pitch 1 card. Doesn't matter what card it is, doesn't have to be the card you draw or anything, it's just you pitch 1 card and that makes your opponent drop 1 card. So there's that one. And then the other ball I ran was the 3-star ball. This one was for best of 1s just because it's the card that you draw 1 card and then choose one of your battle cards and let it attack battle cards in active mode. Just good things like the Aider from the vanilla beatdown deck. You can just kill that instantly.
Or wings.
Yeah.
Wings.
That too. And then even Path of Greatness for Goku's, you can just swing into those too. That way at least puts pressure onto them. That way, you know, they have to save it if they want. So there's the 7 Dragon Balls. Next up, we got 4 Dragon Radars. This is great. This will constantly feed the deck, and the Frieza engine will also too, because of other desire cards that we'll get into next. But Dragon Radar lets you grab either 1 Dragon Ball or a desire from your drop area and add it to your hand, or you can look at the top 7 and grab either 2 Dragon Balls or desires. But I always do the second effect. That one's the best one you want to be doing. I run 4 of those.
It also allows you to cycle the 1-star ball, so when you're doing those light mana plays, you can always go through and Dragon Radar, and allows you to recycle these 2, which can make for better plays. And this, like, again, cycle through, you draw more cards, discard more cards, set up more plays, as well as just kind of discard out your opponent.
Yeah, and then another good thing with even like the 1-star ball, like how I was experiencing a little clog with this one, is that you can do the 1-star ball and then just drop this one, so you don't even have to play the cost to give something the active mode, because it honestly, it was a little cloggy in best of 1s, but that just got rid of it for me. And then yeah, Dragon Radar and then Desire, it's just it's too good. The next one is my super combos. It's just Guru. He's the Namekian one. We run these ones because when you have the 7 Dragon Balls and you wish, you have to grab a Namekian card. So if you burst one looking for your Dragon Balls, you can grab them back, or even if you have to just drop a card for the 1-star ball, you at least know then you have a Namekian you can come back and grab.
Super nice.
Yep, 4 of those.
And allows you to 2 at 5, correct?
Yep. That's also way good because a lot of people won't even like bother. Like, oh, okay, well you're at 5. They just forget that that one works off of 5. So when you start drawing cards, they're like, what's going on? You're like, it's 5. This is the best desire card in this deck right here. The Reveal of the Empire, or the Revival of the Empire. Your leader card is yellow Shenron. Choose one Frieza card in your drop area with an energy cost of 4 or less and play it. For 2 yellow, that is broken. Because the Frieza cards that you play is not friendly. It's not. And then with the Dragon Radar, this is what you want to grab. You want to always grab the 1-star ball and that. Always.
You win, what, 3 or 4 of those?
4 of these.
Cool.
Mandatory. Because then even your leader card, you can just...
Replay.
Yep, replay.
There were so many matches in testing and while watching him today where he would free cast one of these and then play a second one and just get a bunch of double strikers on board really quickly, just go wide and hit his opponent really hard.
Yep, they didn't know really what to do after that once they seen all the pressure coming down to them. So 4 of those, mandatory. Best negate for this deck, and best negate I think first the whole meta right now is Time Magic.
Definitely.
Just the Sparking 5, honestly, like, so you don't even have to pay for it. You just take a life for it. That's good, no matter what. But the effect is your leader card is yellow, negate the attack, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier. It can't switch to active mode until the start of the next turn. So that shuts down dual attack, that shuts down a lot of stuff, that just, you can't even stand it back up.
Goku
so,
Oob.
Yeah, like Goku Oob and stuff like that. It would really, really hurt those. And since you can do it with taking a life, you can actually, like, if they Demigra, you can still Time Magic because it's not their, like, it hasn't hit a negate phase or a counter phase. So if you get Demigra's Secret, you can still have an opportunity to do Time Magic or After Image or anything with, like, Sparking. So always keep that in mind. But yeah, very good. It shuts down a lot of stuff. Just keeping stuff in rest mode is really good at this moment. And now we're getting into the Frieza stuff, the Frieza cards, all the battle cards. We're running 4 of these. These are the Clan of Terror Mecha Friezas. These are the promo card. It's knowledge is power in this game, and what this card does is double strike, but when you play this card, your opponent reveals their hand, choose up to 1 battle card among it, your opponent plays that card in their battle area in rest mode. Now, you might be like, oh, well, that might be good for them, but in reality, you're ripping stuff out of their hand that they might not want to play at the moment, like super combos, and it's 20k. Oh yeah, by the way, and we're playing it with Revival of the Empire, so you're playing it on turn 2. So you're getting a 20k double strike beater out on turn 2 that's ripping something out of their hand, forcing them to play it, so you can even make them play little Bardoks and take their life. So think about that. But very, very effective. And like I said, knowledge is power, so you just gotta remember what your opponent has. You can remember combo, you can remember if they're gonna negate, you can just remember a lot of stuff, and you can work around what they're going to be doing.
Super nice, and especially at 2, at bringing out on turn 2, you can get rid of their super combos if they have them in hand before they even are able to use them.
Yeah,
it's
like,
absolutely insane.
They can have 7 life, and you're just like, all right, play that super combo, and they're like, okay. And some of them are weird; they're like 12,000, some are 10,000, but normally they're not going to be saving it because you're coming at them with a 20k beater.
Yeah, so that's you rip that card out of hand. To protect it, it's usually going to cost you at least a minimum of 2 cards to protect it. If that's if you have a 1, 10, and a 5, or 3 cards. So they're usually not going to protect it. So you can just get rid of a super combo, which is super plus.
Yep. The next one is, there's 3 of these. It's the Mecha Frieza, the Returning Terror. Set 1 goodness.
Oh yeah.
Dual attack. And then when you play this card, you may place 1 card from your hand to the drop area. If you do choose 2 of your opponent's rest mode battle cards and KO those cards. Then this card gains double strike for the duration of the turn. A lot of people still don't understand the ruling where it has dual attack double strike for the duration of the turn when you play it. The pop effect is just when you drop the card. But that is still very good because with the leader, with Dragon Balls, you have a hand size of like 8, 9 the whole game. So if they have a lot of players on or battle cards on the field that they're just attacking with, that it's an issue. Well, if they don't have barrier, this thing's just gonna gobble them up. And then dual attack double strike 15,000 is constant pressure. It's always gonna make them drop a card if they want to survive, or they're gonna be taking it. All you gotta do is match or beat. So that's 3 of. Next 2 are really good. Just brand new cards, the new promo. Surprise Attack Frieza.
I love this card. I've been talking about this card since it got announced, and it's just absolutely insane.
Just gotta remember to use it at the time that you actually kill something, and you want to get it out as fast as you can. So basically the effect is activate this skill when your opponent's battle card is KO'd, but you can only have one of these in your battle area. So as soon as something pops, like their super combo that you came at with Clan of Terror, you just, boom, play that because it was killed. And then it's a 15k critical beater that you just start applying pressure.
So this just puts in so much work between the 3-star ball, the Mecha Terror just blowing stuff up, this playing something that's super weak so you can run over it, stuff like that, and just combos get you another guy on the field, and it has critical.
Yeah.
What else could you ask for?
And by the way, you can play any of these with this on turn 2. So it doesn't matter, as long as you just have one of these guys on turn 2, you're going to be set up. One of these guys in your drop area, I should say. But you can really do that with 1-star ball. You just filter out the 1-star ball, drop a Frieza in your drop area, you're set up. You're already good to go. I run 2 of these. Next 2 are the Occupation of Evil Frieza. This one is okay. It's kind of gimmicky, but I did win a game because of it. It's a double strike, but place 2 yellow battle cards other than this card in the drop area. Choose up to 1 Golden Frieza, the Resurrected Terror, which I run 2 of those. Evolve into this card. If you do so, draw 2 cards. So you go into this guy. He's a double strike 20k beater, which is pretty good, but you gotta make sure you have this guy in hand. If you can reveal this guy out, or revive that guy out, and then have this in hand, you drop 2 yellow battle cards. Doesn't say from field, doesn't say from hand, doesn't say anything, just 2 yellow battle cards. You can just drop them onto him for free. And then when a card evolves into this card, place all rest mode battle cards except for this card in the drop area. Then choose all active battle cards except for this card and switch them to rest mode. He's a 30k triple strike beater.
Yeah.
You're gonna end the game with this guy, hopefully. If not, next turn. It's just 30k is a lot of force to go over. But like I said, gimmicky. You're probably gonna be using these guys as energy. If you see these Friezas, they're good energy, just to set up for other ones. Next 2 cards are your support cards. These cards are all going to be helping you out. The Tagoma here. When you play this card from hand, choose up to 1 yellow desire card from your deck or drop area, add it to your hand. That can help you so much if you just don't have the revival of the Empire, or if you already spent one and you need to get it out, and you're already you haven't used your effect on your wish leader yet. Just cost 1. Guess what? You're getting a 2 drop back for free. So 1 for 2 energy resources. Free resources is good resources. The next one, run 2 of, is Frieza Revenge in Motion. This card's great because you don't really need to even interact with your opponent to do anything. Once again, it's a 1 drop. If you don't have anything in the drop for revival, this will put it in there for you because you activate main, place this card in your drop area, and then you get to draw, so you even get it back, the resource. And then choose one Frieza card with an energy cost 4 or less in your deck, and that one, and add it to the drop area. Then shuffle. So you're just setting up your whole engine. It's very nice.
And it has Trunks in it, so it's good anyway.
Yeah, but it's it's a Frieza card. Him getting chopped in half, that doesn't make any sense. These cards, I run 2 of the Dangerous Journey Bulmas. This is for strictly Janemba. This is just to try to get more life, because your deck is your life when you face Janemba. So this one, when you play this card, if your leader card is a Shenron card, choose up to 3 battle cards with an energy cost 3 or more in your drop area, and shuffle them back into your deck, and then draw 1 card. Yeah. So you're technically putting 2 back. You're getting at least 1 leader swing back into your deck. Good. Next 2 ofs are the Wishmaker Dende. This will help you out getting your 7 Dragon Balls earlier. So burst, you can only look up to 2. You play this one for 1 yellow, and you choose 1 Dragon Ball from your deck and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. Pretty much what it's there for, just to ramp your Dragon Balls as soon as you can. If you already have it, great energy. This was just for the best of ones, but it would be a sideboard card. Time control. It's just for Broly. Just stop Shugesh. We have a bunch of 1-ofs, just because you really don't need to be running any more of these Friezas than 1-of. Deadly Defender Frieza. So that is just, for whatever reason, you're stalling out and you just don't want your leader to get swung at. You can revival into him, and then you just keep on just applying pressure, and then they constantly have to kill it, but if they kill it, you just bring it right back. So you really don't need any more of them, and like I said, you're already pushing enough pressure with this. You should kill them turn 3, turn 4, so there should be no reason to even have him out. The next one is Frieza Back from Hell. That's another 1-of, because basically you can only use 1 of him. Permanent. Only 1 Frieza Back from Hell can be played in your battle area, so that's pretty much why. But the activate main, the second one, the first one's it's okay. Activate 1 per turn. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier. It can't be switched to active mode to the next turn. So it's like a built-in time magic if you can get it out. But the next one is a good one. Your opponent has 7 more cards in rest mode if your leader card is a yellow Shenron, and this card is in rest mode. You deal 1 damage. So basically, when you swing, you deal 1. So
nice.
If they have 1 left.
In playtesting with this, when we were playtesting to see if he wanted to run this, this did kill me. It was right out of the gate. He actually thought he had lost the game, and he was looking through his discard pile. He's like, "Oh, I got this. Swing. You're done."
Yeah.
Game over.
You can't even, like, it's because it's the auto and the activate main. You can't do anything. It hits you. You can't counter it. You can't do anything funny. It just hits you.
True trample.
Yep. One last extra card that really was just for the best of 1 was Child Twitch. And that was just so I could play that to get time control back out. Because then, Broly, if I mill it on accident, or mill both of them on accident from bursting, I can at least play this to get it back out, and at least it lets you draw. But that was just for the best of 1s. And then the last card, the secret, the meager secret. It's too good. Like I said, if you don't kill them by turn 3, 4, you're gonna kill them hopefully on turn 5. Just with the Migra, you should already have their hand down to nothing. You should have their life down to at least 3, hopefully 3 to 4. But another one good thing about this deck, which is amazing, is it's a wish leader that can actually attack. So if they're at 4, you can swing with that leader and get them to 3, and then do the.
And also, the best part about this is, like, usually when you run this in a Shenron leader, you're just like, oh, I have to like fancy around with Dragon Balls and stuff. You don't really use your Super Dragon effect, so the Dragon Balls are literally just food for this.
Yep, it's really nice. Or even if you want, you could remove your 7 Dragon Balls from the game to give the leader your the boost, and then still Demigra. It doesn't matter. So it's really good. It's really fast. Things I would change out of this deck right now.
Yeah, if you were to like go to another Gunslinger event or another event tomorrow, is there anything you would change about the deck?
Definitely this 3-star ball. I'd get rid of it. It was too cloggy. I would rather have had 2 1-star balls, so that would definitely be the first thing I change. These things, like I said, is kind of gimmicky. The whole making sure you have this in your hand, making sure you can drop 2 yellow battle cards just to play him. Yes, you get to still draw the 2 cards for dropping the 2 cards, but it's still like normally you want all your battle cards in your drop area, so they're gonna be there. Normally you wouldn't have them in your hand to drop, so it's kind of hard. The only reason I got the kill out was because I had 2 battle cards that I already swung with on my field that I could just drop to then get him out. But it was kind of like you had to have a good setup to even do that, and that's why it's kind of gimmicky. So I would honestly remove these Friezas, and I would make 2 Crusher Balls and 2 Bad Ring Lasers.
Okay.
Crusher Balls will just hurt the meta right now. It'll just stop everything. And if you can leave the 1 yellow up, they normally won't think that you're going to Crusher Ball them, because they're like, oh, well, you're Dende. Like, oh, that's no big deal. You're not going to run Cold Bloodlust or anything. Battle card, Crusher Ball. And yeah, Barrier is still a thing, but normally a lot of cards, like the Broly little cards, don't have Barrier. And if you can just kill them off, make them have to restart their chain all over again, money.
Yeah.
These would go into sideboard, this would go into sideboard, and they would probably be changed out into, honestly, more of the Tagomas and the Friezas, just so you would have the opportunity to get whatever the desire or the Frieza. For the one-of that I would need to change, probably just another one of the Mecha Friezas, just so you would have more of them. It's these 2 cards will really win you the game, and this guy is just like your cheerleader that comes in and supports you. But you can still get him out with the revival, and he's still a 15k crit beater. So it's just a lot of good options. I wish the new set 6 Frieza rare was not a Frieza BR, because then this deck would be insane.
Oh yeah.
You would be able to kill anything with ignoring barrier. Just pop it off the board, and then that's 20k. I think double strike too. So, but we can't have perfect things.
But yeah, that's the deck. If you have any questions for Mike and his deck, let me know in the comment section down below. We'll pass it on to him and see if he can answer it to the best of his abilities. This has been another deck profile. Like I said, we played with this. He played with this in Gunslingers today. He went 5-1.
5-1.
Pretty freaking awesome. Top 8'd actually.
Yep.
So the top very couple to the 5-1. So this deck did really well, performed really well, and I think it's a nice spin on like the deck we've previously seen with Danny Hype and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Definitely have way more aggro potential. And yeah, so this has been Deck Profile. We have one more that we talked about. We have left from Celebrations, and that's my deck profile. We'll check that out tomorrow.
That's nuts.
So we'll be checking that out tomorrow. If any of that is piques your interest, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. We're going to be having new T-shirts on Teespring coming out soon. If any of that tickled your fancy, like I said, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. PokeRuss out. Peace.